Johnson & Johnson's VP just quit and sent me 300 pages of documents. What she revealed about anxiety medication will make you furious. I'll show you leaked internal documents proving pharmaceutical companies engineer dependency. The names, the numbers, the exact tactics they don't want exposed. In 2023, Americans spent $847 billion on pharmaceuticals. Anti-anxiety meds made up $18 billion of that. But here's what nobody tells you about how these drugs actually work. Sarah Mitchell stopped taking Xanax in March 2024. Within 72 hours, her anxiety was worse than before she started. This isn't withdrawal. It's called rebound anxiety, and it's documented in every benzodiazepine study since 1987. Here's the problem: your brain adapts to the medication within 14 days. When the drug suppresses your natural anxiety response, your brain compensates by producing more anxiety chemicals. Remove the medication? Your brain is now overfiring. Dr. James Harper, former Pfizer researcher, told CBS in 2022 that this effect is not a side effect. It's a known outcome. Internal memos from 1995 show executives discussing this exact mechanism. They knew patients would need continuous prescriptions. That's not healthcare. That's subscription-based medicine. And it gets worse from here. In 2019, the FDA approved 48 new psychiatric medications. Average testing period? 6.3 weeks. But here's what those trials don't tell you. Pharmaceutical companies only submit successful studies. Failed trials? They bury them. A 2021 analysis published in JAMA Psychiatry found that 57% of antidepressant trials never get published. They simply vanish. Dr. Irving Kirsch from Harvard analyzed unpublished FDA data in 2018. He found that in 23 out of 35 trials, antidepressants performed barely better than sugar pills. The difference? 1.8 points on a 52-point depression scale. That's clinically meaningless. But Eli Lilly made $2.8 billion on Prozac in 2023 alone. The studies that showed minimal effect? Never made it to your doctor's desk. What did make it? Glossy marketing materials funded by $6.8 billion in annual pharma advertising. But wait, because what I'm about to show you proves this goes even deeper than addiction. Here's how they keep you buying. Step 1. You get prescribed an SSRI for mild anxiety. Step 2. Within 8 weeks, you experience side effects. Insomnia, weight gain, sexual dysfunction. Step 3. Your doctor prescribes more medications to manage those side effects. A sleep aid for insomnia. Wellbutrin for sexual issues. Maybe a stimulant because now you're exhausted. By month 6, you're on 4 medications. This isn't rare. A 2022 study in the British Medical Journal found that 61% of patients on psychiatric medications are prescribed at least 2 additional drugs within the first year. Dr. Alan Francis, who literally wrote the DSM-4, calls this the prescription cascade. Each drug creates problems that require more drugs. Jennifer Torres from Austin started with 1 anxiety medication in 2020. By 2023, she was taking 7 prescriptions. Total monthly cost? $1,247. Pharma revenue from Jennifer alone? Over $44,000 in 3 years. Multiply that by 50 million Americans on psych meds. Here's the twist: there are solutions that work. They just don't make money. A 2023 Stanford study compared cognitive behavioral therapy against SSRIs. After 16 weeks, CBT patients showed 32% greater improvement. At 12-month follow-up, CBT patients maintained gains. SSRI patients relapsed within 90 days of stopping medication. Exercise outperforms antidepressants in every controlled trial since 2005. A Duke University study in 2021 found that 45 minutes of cardio 3 times weekly was more effective than Zoloft for moderate depression. But insurance covers a 10-minute doctor visit and a prescription. Therapy? Most plans limit you to 6 sessions annually. A gym membership? That's out of pocket. Dr. Kelly Brogan left her psychiatric practice in 2015 after realizing her prescriptions were harming patients. She now teaches nutrition and lifestyle changes. Her patient outcomes? Better than when she prescribed medications. But she makes 70% less money. See the problem? Now here's the part that should make you angry. Really angry. In January 2025, leaked internal emails from Johnson & Johnson revealed something explosive. Marketing teams were tracking prescription renewal rates like Netflix tracks subscriber retention. One email explicitly states, "Design patient education to emphasize long-term use." Another discusses delaying generic competition through legal loopholes. They spent $127 million lobbying Congress in 2024 alone. Why? To prevent Medicare from negotiating drug prices. Senator Elizabeth Warren released data in March 2025 showing that psychiatric medications cost 8 times more in America than in Europe. Same pills. Same manufacturer. 800% markup. Meanwhile, the FDA receives 45% of its drug division funding directly from pharmaceutical companies. They literally pay for their own oversight. Dr. David Graham, the FDA whistleblower who exposed Vioxx, said in 2024 that the agency is compromised beyond reform. You're not just fighting your anxiety. You're fighting an $847 billion system designed to keep you dependent. Big Pharma isn't evil. It's just doing what corporations do, maximizing profit. The system is working exactly as designed. It's just not designed for your health. So here's my question. If you or someone you know is on psych meds right now, what's one question you'll ask your doctor at the next visit? Drop it in the comments. Hit subscribe because next week I'm exposing the blood pressure medication scam that's even bigger. And smash that like button if this opened your eyes. You deserve to know what you're putting in your body.